Liam Cavanagh never refuses the chance to support his close friend Cain Dingle in Emmerdale, even when it puts his own job on the line. For most of the year, Cain has been separated from Moira Dingle. She is currently in prison for crimes she didn't commit and could end up spending the rest of her life behind bars, facing charges of double murder and modern slavery. While dealing with all of this, Cain has also been coping with a prostate cancer diagnosis. Moira is now aware of his condition and continues to support him through phone calls and visits. With his surgery fast approaching, Cain is overwhelmed with anxiety. In recent scenes, he confided in Charity Dingle about how the operation might affect his sex life. He worried that Moira might see him differently, but Charity reassured him that intimacy isn't only about sex. Both Cain and Moira are deeply missing their closeness, so in upcoming episodes, Liam comes up with a plan to bring them together. During a prison visit, Moira tells Cain that her murder charges may soon be dropped. However, the relief is short-lived as she reveals she still faces accusations linked to modern slavery and must attend a hospital appointment for an MRI scan. When Moira arrives at the hospital, Liam takes action. He secretly hides Cain in a changing room and carefully arranges things so Moira can enter without being accompanied by an officer. Once alone, Cain and Moira quickly share an intimate moment. Afterwards, Cain opens up about his fears regarding the surgery, and Moira comforts him, promising they will face whatever comes next together. Feeling thankful for the time he spent with his wife, Cain returns home. He gives Kyle the keys to his newly repaired car before heading to the hospital. Just before leaving, he speaks to Moira again, saying he believes everything will be fine, but at that exact moment, he is suddenly hit by a car. A terrified Kyle later finds Cain lying unconscious, while Moira, still on the phone, desperately tries to understand what has happened. Emmerdale star reacts with concern as Cain Dingle faces shocking fate. Emmerdale actress Isabel Hodgins has shared her reaction to the dramatic news that Cain Dingle will be left for dead in upcoming scenes. Although Isabel has temporarily stepped away from the ITV soap, she is still keeping up with the latest storylines unfolding in the village. She recently took maternity leave from her role as Victoria Sugden after welcoming her first child, a daughter named Georgie, with her husband Adam Whitehead. In recent episodes, Cain has been struggling following Moira's imprisonment for crimes she didn't commit, including the deaths linked to a dangerous criminal operation involving Celia and a modern slavery network. Desperate to bring Moira home, Cain has been under immense pressure, especially after learning about his prostate cancer diagnosis. Sadly, things are about to take an even darker turn for him. Sharing her thoughts on social media, Isabel posted a photo of a magazine cover teasing the dramatic storyline, which hinted at a reunion between Cain and Moira, followed by tragedy. She reacted with a short but emotional message, saying, "He better not be." In the upcoming episodes, Cain is given hope when Moira reveals that her murder charges may soon be dropped. However, she still faces accusations connected to modern slavery and must attend a hospital appointment for an MRI scan. Cain chooses not to tell her about his own upcoming surgery, fearing it would be too much for her to handle. With Liam's help, Cain secretly meets Moira at the hospital, where he is hidden in a changing room so they can spend time together without being discovered. The reunion quickly becomes emotional, and Cain opens up about his fears regarding the operation, while Moira reassures him that they will face everything together. Later, feeling relieved after seeing his wife, Cain returns home and gives Kyle the keys to his newly repaired car before heading back out. While speaking to Moira on the phone and expressing hope that everything will be fine, Cain is suddenly struck by a car. Kyle later discovers Cain lying unconscious and badly injured, while Moira, still on the call, becomes increasingly frantic as she tries to understand what has happened. With the Dingle family already under immense strain, this latest incident suggests even more turmoil lies ahead for them. Emmerdale teases who comes to Jacob's rescue as his nightmare with sinister boss Dr. Todd continues. Emmerdale has hinted at who steps in to save Jacob Gallagher from his intimidating boss Dr. Todd as an unexpected savior begins to uncover the mistreatment and intervenes, but their actions could make the situation even worse. What began as an exciting hospital placement at Houghton General Hospital is quickly turning into a nightmare for Jacob. His ambition to become a doctor is being worn down by Dr. Todd, who regularly criticizes his skills and undermines his confidence. A recent incident saw Jacob encounter Beowulf in A&E, where Bear, struggling with addiction linked to past trauma, became agitated and attacked him. Despite Jacob trying to calm the situation, Dr. Todd harshly criticized him for not following proper procedure instead of offering support. Rather than encouraging him, Dr. Todd continues to push Jacob to his limits by assigning overwhelming workloads with unrealistic deadlines. Even when Jacob completes tasks, she dismisses his efforts and actively looks for ways to undermine him. She has even attempted to damage his reputation. In one recent moment, Jacob misdiagnosed Kim Tate, but Dr. Todd later placed blame on him in front of others, suggesting he could face complaints or legal trouble. Behind closed doors, she intimidated Jacob further by warning that Kim could take legal action, even though she herself had previously supported the diagnosis. When Jacob challenged her, she denied any responsibility and refused to admit she was wrong. Despite her harsh behavior, Jacob once admired her. However, after witnessing her treat a vulnerable patient aggressively, he finally confronted her about her conduct. To his shock, Dr. Todd revealed that the patient was actually her father, offering a glimpse into her personal life. She later shared more about her background, including her family struggles and her father's declining health due to dementia. The situation led to a rare moment of understanding between them, as Jacob opened up about his own experiences with his grandfather's illness. This seemed to soften their dynamic, and Dr. Todd even offered Jacob an opportunity to attend a prestigious clinic. However, the tension is far from over. Another dramatic moment sees Dr. Todd's father suffer a cardiac arrest at the hospital, forcing Jacob to step in and perform CPR despite a do not resuscitate order being in place. When Dr. Todd reacts angrily to his actions, Jacob is left devastated and humiliated, especially after she orders him to go home. Overcome with emotion, he leaves the hospital in tears, feeling broken and defeated. Seeing Jacob so upset, Carrie begins to suspect that something deeper is going on. She starts to question the pressure he's under and whether Dr. Todd is responsible for his distress. After overhearing Dr. Todd criticizing Jacob again, Carrie confronts her directly, determined to stand up for him. However, the confrontation doesn't go as planned, as Dr. Todd turns the situation around and highlights Jacob's mistakes instead. As Carrie walks away, she realizes her intervention may have only made things worse for Jacob, leaving her worried about what will happen next. Emmerdale continues to air on weeknights at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available on ITVX.